Everybody take out the interactive notebook. I want to turn on page 6. We're gonna looking at the angle addition postulates and angle bisectors. First thing we're gonna talking about angle addition postulates. We already pasted on your interactive notebook, so I want you to open it up. We're gonna looking at the definitions. Definition is if K is in the interior of angle HIJ, then measurement of angle HIK, which is HIK, plus measurement of angle KIJ, which is another part of the angle measurements, is equal to angle HIJ, which is the angle measurements. That. So, which means we can say different ones. If I say this is 1, this is angle 2, then total angle is 3. We can say simple way, angle 1 plus angle 2, that is equal to angle 3. Should be plus sign. And then we can say angle 1 is par of the angles plus par of the angle, that is equal to whole angle. So I'm going to demonstrate one of the examples how we can apply this postulates. We call it, this is an angle addition postulates. If angle measurements AOC is 70, so we know this total angle measurement is 70, and all AOB is this. I'm going to highlight it, and I know angle C is X, so that's X. So I'm going to label it. Well, before we do that, we can simplify this expression. Half times 2x plus 20. Well, I'm going to rid of this. And we can do distribute properties to simplify questions. So that equal to, when you multiply by half of 2, that's x, and half of 20 is 10. So I can write it up as angle AOB is x plus 10. BOC is x. First question is value. So we need to set up equations. Remember, par plus par is equal to 70. So my equation would be angle AOB plus angle BOC is equal to angle AOC. That is my geometry expressions. Now substitute with the algebra expressions. AOB is plus 10 plus BOC x. So I'm going to substitute, that is equal to angle measurements 70 degrees. Then I can combine the like terms, x plus 8, x plus 8, x is 2x. I'm going to bring 10 down, 70, and then we have to subtract on both sides. And 2x is equal to 60. When we divide it by 2 on both sides, x is equal to 30. So we got the values for x, and then we have to find the angle measurements BOC. It's the x, so simply 30 degrees. Get angle AOB. Well, there's two strategies you can get it. Either we put into the expression, which is 30 plus 10, that's 40 degrees. Or we know the total angle measurements and we have one of the angle, then we need to simply subtract it 30 from 70, that's equal to 40 degrees. So you can use either method. How do we check the solution? Which is we simply 30 plus 40 is equal to total angle measurements. If it is correct, then you did correctly. Then we're going to looking at the angle bisector. I think we know about angle bisector. We even took the quiz on it. So I'm going to looking at the left hand side of the definition. A ray that divides an angle into two congruent angles. It's a ray divided into two parts. That's a bisector means. And XC is angle bisector. So we know ray divided by into two equal angle measurements. label as angle 1 and 2. Angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. Or we can use 3 letters, name the angles. Angle WXZ is congruent to angle ZWY. Alrighty. Which you're looking at on left hand side, we can looking at the examples. Ray FG by the angle EH. So we're talking about this angle. We cannot assume this is right angle or anything because I don't see the box. So we don't know how many degrees in here. So take a look at the expressions. Angle GFH is half of 10x minus 20. We're talking about the bottom. Then EFG is 3x plus 25. Well, like we did in example 1, we can distribute the coefficients. So we can distribute each terms by half. 5x minus 10. So I'm going to write down 5x minus 10 for the angle EFG. Oh, this is the angle EFG. EFG is 3x plus 25. So I'm going to cross them off. 3x plus 25. And GFH is the bottom, the orange color. So 5x minus 20. So I'm going to cross them off. So see, the key word is bisect. That means these two angles are equal to each other. So I'm going to put the tick mark, make sure they're equal to each other. So I stated up my equation as angle H is congruent to angle EFG. Then I'm going to substitute as 5x minus 10 equal to 3x plus 25. Step by step, I'm going to subtract 3x on both sides. 2x minus 10 is equal to 25. Then add 10 on both sides. 2x is equal to 35. When you divide it by 2, x is equal to 17.5. So we got the x value. Then we have to find each angle measurements. So as looking at GFH is this. So see, 5x minus 20. I'm going to just label as 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 times 17.5 minus 20. When you punch it in your calculator, I'm sure it should be 77.5 degrees. Now, we want to look for angle EFG. We can plug it in into the expressions, or we can say they are the same angle measurements. Their angle bisector, these two are equal to each other. So we don't really have to find it as long as we know they are angle bisector. So 75 degrees. Now, we find the angle measurement of EFH, which means this. Well, I know angle EFG is 75. And the other angle measurement 5, so I'm going to add it up. The total angle measurement is 155 degrees. 155 degrees. Now, there is no expressions, but we can still find the angle measurements. You know, these are line. Straight line has 180. So 180 minus 155, it would be 25 degrees. So that's 25 degrees. That's 25. Alrighty, I know already glue it, but so I'm gonna glue this on page 6. Make sure it tape it in. Or glue. I got glue table, and then that's it. So we got our foldable of angle addition postulates and angle bisect.